Alright guys, so you know kids these days want all the hair on top left alone, and they want it short on the sides, or at least mom wants it short on the sides. So I'm going to show you guys how to accomplish that today. I'm going to start off by saturating the hair. We're going to get it sectioned off nice and clean. Start off with some scissor work, and then we'll come in and do a nice taper underneath. I'm going to section from the crown to the recession on each side. Go ahead and get the top pulled out of the way. That way we can come in and do our block graduation next. I'm using my comb to find his head shape, the top of his occipital bone. That's where I want this to land. I'm gonna leave a little bit longer in the back. I'm just coming in with block graduation, setting my first foundation, my guideline. This is gonna connect the top to this length right here, and then we're gonna be able to bring our clipper in underneath. So I'm just gonna work a nice clean line from the back to the front of one side, then we'll go back to the back and work our way around to the other side, setting that guideline in, and then we'll connect the top to it. Now we can connect the top to the side, so we're going to split it down the middle, take it to each side. In the back, we're going to connect it exactly to the line that we set from the beginning. And as we work our way towards the front, we will go ahead and leave it a little bit longer by pivoting our fingers out and leaving the longest part in the front. Now that we have the top connected to the sides, we can pull the top up. We're gonna have a guide from each side where it will start to fall out of my fingers. And for this cut, I want a textured look, so we're just gonna work our way across, doing some point cutting, making everything nice and consistent. Our longest points should be consistent, and our shortest points should be consistent as well. And the angle of your scissors will accomplish that. So you guys just work our way across, and as we work our way to the front, it's gonna get a little bit longer, and we'll do the same thing, working our way from back to front. Now I'm going to tackle the very front. It is hanging in his eyes, so I'm just going to comb it down. You guys can see the guide from the side where we started. I'm just going to point cut my way across, cleaning it up. It's longest in the middle, right between his eyes. So I just want to clean it up and give a nice lay in the front where it lays right above his eyebrows. Now that we're done with that, I'm going to come in and do a loose blow dry. I just want to get everything laying down, and I want the hair to be dry so my clipper work can feed right into it. Now I'm going to come in with my number 4, and I'm going to feed straight up off the head right into that weight line that we created. We're going to cut the whole side down to a number 4. We should be connected to the top, which is the hardest part, and then we can come in and do a taper on the bottom. That'll make it a little bit easier. I'm going to go ahead and fade down to a number 3. So I'm just flicking up into the 4 connected to the top. Now we're going to connect the 3 to the 4, and then we can come in and set our ball guideline and start our taper. I'm going to set my guideline with my Slimline Pros. I'm going to go ahead and punch it in, ball out everything underneath. Then we'll come in with our shaver and get it down to skin before we start our first step. Now for our first step, we're going to go up about a ½ inch with this Snap FX from Babyliss, set in our guideline, and then we can start to work it out from the bottom. So you see I flicked the line out with the Slimlines. I was able to flick it out pretty well and not leave a harsh line. I came in next with my clipper halfway open and took out anything that was left behind. Now we're up to a 1 guard all the way open. We're going up another ½ inch. We're going to set in that guideline, and now the clipper is closed and we're working that line out. Now you can see that line is not going away. The ½ guard is going to hit the sweet spot to take that line all the way out, and then we can continue to connect the rest of the haircut together. Now remember, we started with a number 4, faded down to a number 3, so this number 2 should flick right into the number 3, softening up that guideline above the open 1, and we will come in next with the 1.5 halfway open, and it's going to be the sweet spot between those 2 sections, and it should bring everything together. Now we're going to work on that last line with the 1.5. It is halfway open. We're going to lighten up that line, and if we need to continue to work our way down and polish anything up, we can. Now I'm gonna clean up the C-cup, guys. These are the Babyliss Snap FX with the DLC 2.0 blade. I've been using them for a while. You guys know I didn't really love the DLC blade before, but you guys can see that these things are hidden. I'm gonna go ahead and hit the line around the ears, guys. The bottom of the neck is still too long. I'm not gonna mess with all of that right now. We'll go ahead and do the taper and then we can clean that up. But you guys can see my middle finger is against his cheek, allowing me to pivot that trimmer around in a nice perfect circle and get a nice line up around the ear. Now we're gonna move on to the back taper, guys. Same exact steps. We already cut it down to a 3. Now we're gonna come in and start our ball guide line, and we'll continue to work our way up. So you guys follow along with the color guide down below. And I want to ask you guys for some feedback, guys. I've been doing a lot more scissor work. I learned a lot in Joshua P's class of just setting foundations in shape of haircuts. And I personally like to do it, but some of it is a little bit more advanced. So you guys leave me some feedback and let me know. Are you guys enjoying this content? Do you like learning these systems, or would you rather me show a more basic way to go about this haircut? You know, I cut the top first on most haircuts. I notice a lot of people click out of the video. And so if I need to adjust how I'm teaching, please let me know in the comment section down below. But if you guys are enjoying this scissor work, I'm gonna continue to bring more. So you guys just let me know what you wanna see. You guys can see haircuts all day, the fade work, the clipper work. That's on every video on YouTube. So just try to bring something different. But if it's not what you guys wanna see, I would appreciate you guys letting me know down below. And let me know if you have any other haircuts or any other topics you want me to touch on, guys. I'm taking some time away from the shop so that I can really focus on YouTube. I want to bring you guys the value that you need. So please leave me some feedback, like I said. Let me know what topics you want me to touch on, some tools you guys want to see, some haircuts you guys want to see, and I will try to bring that forward in the future. So now that we're done with the taper, guys, I'm going to apply some Statement Grooming Spray, guys. This is just kind of a heat protectant, and it's also going to bring a little bit of hold, but we're going to add some product in here as well. So right now I'm adding Marmara Space Wax. You guys already know that's my favorite product. I'm going to add that in the hair before we come in and do the final blow dry. Now I'm going to come in using my diffuser and my fingers, guys. I'm just basically going to scrunch the hair. Once it's kind of dry, you guys can use it like a curl sponge, as you can see, and just kind of twist it around and bring out that texture in the hair. So we're really trying to bring that out, bring that curl back out, give it a nice finished style so he just doesn't have all this hair sitting up on top of his head. Alright guys, there's the finished cut. Nice, long, textured top. You know all the kids want their hair like this these days. Cut down to a 3 on the sides with a bald taper. Nice and easy. I hope you guys took something away from it. If you guys like this video, do me a favor, smash that thumbs up, guys. We're still pushing to 50K. I'm hoping to get there soon, and I need some feedback on the channel, so leave me a comment down below. If you guys aren't subscribed, now is the time to subscribe, and let me know what you guys want to see next. Hope you guys like this haircut. As always, guys, I appreciate all of you that watch my videos and support the channel, and I will catch you guys next time.